Hello, everybody. This is Megadeth here. How you doing? How you guys doing? Um, I want to say some stuff on the God of War game that I'm playing right now. Um, let's see. I am really liking the game. I'm really liking the game, and the story actually mostly picks up from the ending of the God of War game. Let me. The, the story picks up mostly after this game, this God of War. This God of War mostly picks up towards mostly at the end of God of War 3. Because in God of War 3, he actually destroyed all of Greece. Okay, he destroyed all of Greece because he actually killed all of the gods in Greece. Medusa, the Cyclopses, Cerberus, Hades, Zeus, Atlas, Hermes, all those guys are gone. They are they are gone. Um so basically I think he time traveled to this realm. I have no idea. I don't know if you know Greece is connected to the place that he came into on this God of War. Um, I want to say it actually does connect because everyone knows who Kratos is, and most of them are mostly um, scared of Kratos because of who he is and what he can actually do to a god and that stuff. Um, but I don't think Odin actually knows who Kratos was. I don't know if he actually knows um his past. Cause if he knew his past, that Odin would, sympathize with, Kratos and that stuff. He would say, "Oh, I know what the gods of Olympus did to you, and I know why you did it. I know why you killed all those guys and that stuff." Um, but I don't think the gods, the gods right now that he's fighting, really knows about Kratos and what he had, what he went through. He, I don't think they actually know why he did it. They just, know who he is. That's all. Because if I was a god of, Asgard and that stuff, and I met up with Kratos, I'll be like, oh crap, this is Kratos. He's a god killer. But I sympathize him because what he has gone through and that stuff. So Odin, you should be afraid of him. Thor, you should be afraid of Kratos, of who he is, on what he went through, on what the gods of Olympus did to him. And you shouldn't be, taunting Kratos the way you are right now. Um, but that's just me. Kratos right now is trying to, live his own life with his son. He wanted to do the same what he's doing right now with collaborating his daughter and his wife back in Greece. He wanted to live his own life, but the god of war over there, Ares, yeah, he Kratos prayed for God of War for Ares to give him, power to s- help him smite his evil, his enemies and that stuff, because he was being overwhelmed by the leader and that stuff. But it doesn't give Ares or the gods of Olympus the right to actually um trick Kratos on killing his own family. They don't have the right to actually do that. They don't. It's like these gods right now, the gods of Asgard. They do not have the right to actually try and they're doing the same thing as the gods of Olympus did to Kratos. They're trying to trick him. They are. Um, Let me see. I probably won't be doing the Berserker fights anymore because the Berserker fight I'm doing right now is really getting on my last nerve, and it's really pissing me off because the ones that I fought by themselves, but this one he's hiding behind his sister's magic and that stuff just to fight. So um I know a lot of you got a platinum trophy on these God of War games, on this God of War and on Ragnarok and on Valhalla, but and also on the first God of War, second God of War, Session, Ghost of Sparta, Chains of Olympus, and God of War 3, and God of War 3 remastered. I know a lot of you did a lot of stuff, had to go through a lot of stuff just to get a platinum trophy for those games and that stuff. But I'm trying my best to actually give you guys content and that stuff. Yeah, I might be, getting upset on the game and a little yelling and that stuff, but there's a lot of YouTubers out there actually yell and throw the controllers and that stuff. I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying not to break my controllers and that stuff. But I believe my R2 is busted up because of when I had it on my lap here. I know you can't see it. When I have it on the lap and when it rumbles, it falls off my lap. because I have that chair right there. My next door neighbor gave it to me. It's pretty comfy. It is. It's a mostly walker, but it's a chair. But but when the rumble feature goes off, uh, it just slips off my leg and it hits the ground. I think when it hit the ground, the R2 button got messed up. I don't know. Um, so basically, the story of the 2014. When did this come out? The 2018 God of War and God of War Ragnarok. They are awesome. Good storytelling, good character development. The environments are awesome. They are very beautiful to look at. It's really sad that you can't really look at it when you're fighting and that stuff. But when you're done fighting, it's really awesome to actually look around, see the environment, see what you have missed and that stuff. Um, like I said, I'm not trying to 100% the game. I'm not. If I get the stuff from each location and if I go back, that's fine and try and get the stuff from there. I can't remember most of the locations that I missed, just chests and all that stuff. But if I do remember, I go back to that location and get what I need to do. Need get what I didn't actually grab in that stuff. Um, let's see. The bosses. The bosses are amazing. The giant wolf Gom, there were that was a really amazing fight. It is. Sorry. Um, fighting um Thor in the beginning of the game, like you fought Boulder in the beginning of the game of the 2018 God of War. It is amazing. I really, really enjoy those fights. I really do. Fighting Boulder, fighting the sons of Thor, um, fighting Boulder alongside, Freya in the background trying to stop you from fighting and killing Boulder and all that stuff. Meeting the World Serpent. Really amazing, guys. This these God of War games are really amazing. I'm not saying the original God of Wars are not that great and that stuff, but I am saying these fights, the boss fights on these God of Wars, God of War 2018 and Ragnarok, are way more interactive and way more cooler than you fighting Cerberus, Mentor, Medusa, Zeus, all of the Olympians on all of the gods on Olympus and all that stuff. Way more interactive, way more chances to actually fight them. You can actually use the environment to your advantage, and they mostly use the environment to their advantage too. But it's way more for your benefit than theirs, because the original God of Wars are mostly just, puzzle based hack and slash, but with a great storytelling. I'm not kidding. but great storytelling, hack and slash, puzzle based, and all that stuff. Um, but the God of War Ragnarok, I I really enjoyed. I'm really enjoying the game. On site, on along. Uh, Besides the Berserker fights, which I'm gonna actually stop doing and try to, get all of the health upgrades and well, those I can actually try and find and try and do and that stuff. But all the Berserk, Berserker fights, I am just gonna not do any more of the Berserker fights and that stuff because most the ones that I did, they were pretty easy because you can actually know, you can read the text for like like couple of minutes. Oh, he's going to do this attack. He's going to do that attack. Oh, he did that attack, and it's going to slam you into the wall and that stuff. But the one that I was doing is really annoying because you're not only fighting the berserker, you have to fight the sisters of that berserker. Because the sisters of that berserker helps him out with magic. They throw like the ice ball, fireball, and the ice storm, the firestorm, and what you do with the axe, like the ice glacier thing. I can't remember the name of it, but it's really hard. It's really hard. I know I can do it. I beat it um the sisters before and at one time and I defeated the berserker, but I still had to fight the sisters at a low health and that stuff. It's really annoying because it's really hard. Even though I switched it to the very easiest difficulty, it's really hard because the difficulty ranked up to like normal or so. So the God of War Ragnarok right now is really amazing. I really do not like Heimdall. He is a jerk. Getting the spear is really awesome he because Kratos is a Spartan and Spartans grows up training with his spear. Not only with a sword and a shield, but the main weapon is mostly a spear and that stuff. So when I saw him pull out the spear in the forge, is really amazing. I'm like, oh my god, it is so cool. That is how Kratos is supposed to be. Kratos supposed to have a spear. He is a freaking Spartan, but him having the Leviathan's axe is really out there. It's a new Kratos, but at the same, it's the old Kratos because Kratos is getting old. He is getting old, but the old Kratos is trying to actually train his son Atreus slash Loki how to survive it whenever he does die. So whenever Kratos dies, if Kratos actually dies, like the prophecy shows, Atreus can learn can actually use the stuff that he learned from his mom and Kratos to actually survive the hardships that he has to go through whenever Kratos dies and that stuff is killed or something like that. Um, Kratos used to be immortal. Don't forget that. Kratos used to be immortal. He used to be human. Remember, he asked, he gave his life to Ares so he can actually defeat the the army that he was fighting and that stuff. So, and when he defeated Ares, he got the seat of God of War in the first one. In the second one, it mostly continues from the first one, but Zeus saw him as a threat because he killed Ares out of revenge, and he's he doesn't want Kratos to actually have god powers. So basically, he took Kratos' powers out from him because Kratos inserted his powers inside the Olympus blade, the blade of Olympus, and when he was fighting the statue and that stuff. Um, so when you see that scar on his stomach, that's where Zeus actually stabbed him with the blade of Olympus at the in the beginning of God of War 2. He still has that scar. Yes, he really does have that scar and that stuff. He still has it. Um, yeah, he mostly loses his temper most of the time in the 2018 and this God of War. He he did tell Atreus that he's mostly going back to his old ways, he's getting, mad all the time. He pushed Atreus away and that stuff. But Atreus, he wants to save his dad. He does. He wants to save Kratos' life. He doesn't want Kratos to die, even though he can die any minute, any minute in that event, in the adventure, and that stuff. Because yeah, he still has his god powers, but he can still die. Um, the thing is, when he uses his rage, he's basically going. I believe he's going back to his old ways and that stuff. I don't know, but he's doing his best to actually try not to go back to his old ways. And picking up all those lore and that stuff, learning on what happened in the world before Kratos got to, where he is now, is really amazing for sure. Telling the story before Kratos came to Midgard and all that stuff, uh, man, it's amazing. I love the storytelling. I love the lore that's behind God of War. The thing is, I don't know how he got to those lands. I don't know how he got to those lands, okay? I have no idea. They don't actually show it. He he doesn't actually say how he got to those lands. He just, showed up into those lands and he met a giant, I believe, fought her, and then she saw all that rage inside him that he doesn't want to actually use anymore and wants peace and trying to find a place to actually die and that stuff. She saw some gentleness in Kratos. So so she actually married Kratos because she saw some good inside him and she wants to, you know, fix Kratos. She really did. She really wanted to fix Kratos. She wanted to calm that rage inside him. And I want to know, and if I am thinking, I think she knew that he had a family before her, and I think she knew what the gods of Olympus did to him and forced him what he did to his last family, his first family, and she felt sorry for him. She basically pitied him. He did. She really did. She pitied Kratos for what the gods of Olympus did to Kratos and his family, what they forced him to actually do to his family. I I really do feel sorry for Kratos when he did that. I really did. I still do. Kratos is one of the best PlayStation characters out there that deserves redemption. He deserves to, take a break, put his feet up, enjoy himself, grow old, die of old age, and all that stuff. He deserves rest. That is why he was in that forest. That's why his wife put up a barrier around his house. I don't know why he chopped down that tree. I think for the fire, but there was all the other trees there. He didn't need to actually chop down the tree that she placed a barrier on. There were a lot of other trees that had her hand mark on, but I don't know why he did that in the first place. But that's just to build up the game and that stuff. That's how the game starts. Him chopping down that tree just to burn his wife's body to get her ash, and them going to that mountain in Vanaheim, I believe, to spread the ashes from the tallest mountain. Um, but it's really it's really sad to for Kratos to lose another wife. You know, I'm glad that he still has Atreus with him, and kind of upset when he pushed Atreus away, and Atreus went to Asgard to, you know, to run away and seek out Odin, see what Odin is up to and that stuff. But he is trying his best to be a dad. He is. He is trying to be there for the son that he have, because he wanted to be there for his wife and daughter back in Greece, you know, before Ares tricked him on killing all those innocent people in that village, and his wife and daughter was there living in that village when he went there to slaughter all those innocent people. He's trying to be there for Atreus. He is. All right, enough with Kratos. The gods of Asgard. Thor. Yeah, he's an alcoholic in any mythology. But Thor is basically like Kratos when he was um the old Kratos. Thor is basically like the old Kratos. Doesn't really give a crap about anyone but himself, always causing trouble and all that stuff for the people around him. Thor can actually redeem himself. He he has that chance to redeem himself and that stuff. But the thing is, all the gods of Asgard thinks the All Father is, right and that stuff. So basically, Odin is tricking everyone. He is. He is tricking everyone for what he wants. You know, what Odin wants is not peace, but he wants to actually get stuff for himself. He wants that mask to be completed, to see inside the tear that's inside his workshop. Like Tyr said, the mask is real, but the mask cannot help Odin to stop Ragnarok. Ragnarok will come anytime. Ragnarok is happening. It, I don't think there's a way to actually stop Ragnarok. Okay? Um, but Odin is too obsessed on, you know, oh, hey Jesse, what's up? Oh, it's not it's not blue, it's teal. But yeah, thanks. Um anyways, Odin really doesn't want anyone to know what he's up to and that stuff. That's why he is very secretive. He is conniving. He just really doesn't care anyone but himself. You know, that's what all these gods are about. They don't care about the subjects. They don't care about the families. They just care about themselves. They really do. That's why Kratos, Kratos did the right thing. Even though he did destroy all of Greece, he killed all of the freaking gods of Olympus. Because the gods of Olympus actually deserve what came for them. The gods of Olympus created a freaking perfect soldier just for them. They created a perfect soldier for them, which is Kratos. But they messed up on one thing, tricking Kratos on killing his own family. So basically, the gods of Olympus deserved to be killed. The gods of Midgard, the gods of Asgard, they mostly do deserve to be killed because they're following the gods of Olympus's, tailwind. You know, Odin is basically like freaking Zeus. Zeus just wants to kill Kratos, even though Kratos is his own flesh and blood, just like Hercules. Hercules is his own flesh and blood, even though Hercules is a half breed. He is still a god. So is Kratos. Kratos is still a god, even though in the first one he was mortal. He was a very powerful Spartan, very dedicated Spartan, and gave his life to Ares. But yeah, the the creatures on Ragnarok are amazing. Yarmungandr is still asleep. Um, you only see him once in the game. That's it. But he is still there. I think he's dead. I don't know. I haven't gotten too far into the game. I'm I'm probably just gonna go through not fighting any of the Berserker souls anymore, but I'll probably continue on with the main storyline and do what I can. Yes, Kratos is awesome. Kratos deserves a rest, guys. He really deserves to be at peace. He he has gone through a lot. He fought a Hydra. He fought freaking Zeus. He fought every single gods of gods of Olympus. He fought couple of Cyclops, Medusa, um, Cerberus, Atlas. He fought so many people back in Greece. He deserves a rest. He deserves it. Okay? He deserves to be at peace. He really does. Having losing like his family back in Greece, his wife in Midgard, but he still has a son. He still has a son. That's good. Oh yeah, his son Atreus. If you haven't played the 2018 God of War and haven't gotten up to the point where there's a big reveal about Atreus, I'm not going to spoil it. If you want to see who he is, go check out my God of War 2018 videos. But yeah, the gods of Asgard, they probably are asking Kratos to actually, put him down. Heimdall is just a freaking jerk to anybody. It doesn't matter who it is. He is a jerk to Odin. He's a freaking jerk to Thor. He's a jerk to anybody. Yeah, he's going to be hard to actually fight in that stuff because he can actually see the future, see what other people are thinking and all that stuff. But Kratos can actually defeat Heimdall. He can. I am counting on the day that I actually get to fight Heimdall. Don't put the Marvel's the Disney's Marvel to the God of War. No, the God of War pantheons of the gods of Asgard pantheons are way more different to the gods of Asgard on the Marvel movies. Okay, they are different because the ones on the Marvel movies from Thor from the Thor movies, they are way more docile than the ones that's on the God of War right now. Because the ones on the God of War are way more aggressive, way more violent, and they are very predictable too. So yeah, um, I fought a giant wolf called Gorm, but the thing is, Atreus actually had a soul of his old wolf, and he put it inside the giant wolf. It's really amazing. It's really cool. I love the bosses on this game. I love the detail that they put on the bosses and that stuff. And I am really glad that they actually put Kratos on on the Mortal Kombat game, on the Mortal Kombat games, because he really deserves to be on the Mortal Kombat games. Know why? The finishers that he does on any of the God of Wars are freaking brutal. They are brutal. They are bloody. They are the right thing for Kratos to have on the Mortal Kombat games. I'm not kidding. Um, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird to actually have Kratos on PlayStation All Stars, but at the same time, he is a PlayStation character, so I kind of understand why they put Kratos on the PlayStation All Stars and that stuff. But going getting off topic on the God of War Ragnarok, the environment. The environments are amazing, especially when you go through Helheim. It is really amazing to actually see how Helheim looks and what the creatures look like in Helheim and that stuff. Um, Jormungandr from the 2018 God of War is really amazing. I love his speech. I love his voice. Just hearing his voice just really amazes me. Because Jormungandr is my favorite character in the Asgardian mythology. He is. But yeah, the whole God of War games, the whole series are amazing. If you haven't played any of the games, do so. If you have a PS2 or a PlayStation Portable or PS Vita, get the games. Or if you have a PlayStation 4, I mean a PlayStation 3, get the collection. Get the gold the crap. Not the trilogy, but the whole collection. It's like a yellow cased I can't remember the name of it. It's really hard to actually know the name of it. Let me see. But yeah, get the God of War games. If you have PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, or PlayStation Portable or PlayStation Vita, get the games. They are so amazing. Yeah, they are pretty hard, but they are so amazing. The story is god tier. I'm not kidding. The story is very god tier in that stuff. Sorry, it's gonna be a little janky because I just opened up my internet browser. But yeah, the God of War games are so amazing. I was waiting to actually play the 2018 God of War when I first had the PS4. I was like, "Oh my god, they're bringing out another God of War," and I am really amazed how they actually brought God of War 3 back for the PlayStation 4, but not God of War 1, 2, Ascension, Ghost of Sparta, and Change the Olympus. Only God of War 3 for the PS4. It's kind of stupid how they did that, but I kind of understand because the God of War games took so long to make when they brought it out for the PS2, and they have to like really up the graphics for the PS3 and for the PS4 and that stuff. But actually for the PS4, but it would be nice to actually have all of the God of Wars on the PlayStation 4. That would be awesome if they actually brought them out for the PS4 and that stuff. That would be awesome if they actually brought it out. Uh, it's called the God of War Saga. Damn, it's that much. Jeez. If you go onto Amazon, it's like 99.99. It's $99. It's like $100. I'm looking at it right now on my browser and that stuff. Jeez, it's $30 pre-owned on an, on another website. Huh, interesting. But yeah, the God of War Saga. That's the name of it. That's the name of the one I was talking about. Um, there are a couple of PlayStation 3 games that I wish, actually, PlayStation games that I wish they would bring back for the PlayStation 4. Like, I'm not too worried about the Uncharted games because they actually brought those back for the PS4. They It's called the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection, and they brought out Uncharted 4 and the Lost Legacy. But the one they should bring back for the PlayStation 4 and PS5 is the Golden Abyss, because the Golden Abyss is the one that's before Drake's Drake's Fortune. So basically, the whole game series actually started out on Uncharted: The Golden Abyss. So there's a lot of games that I really want to see come back for the PlayStation 4. There's one game I want them to bring back. One game. And it's on the PlayStation 1, and I still have the disc. Nightmare Creatures. This game is hard. This game is my Dark Souls. Even though you can actually use cheats on this, it is really hard. It is. It's very hard. It's harder than Dark Souls itself. But I'm thinking that Dark Souls actually got the idea from Nightmare Creatures. Nightmare Creatures. But I don't know. I have no idea. I know Nightmare Creatures came first before, Demon Souls, then Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, and all those Souls type games and that stuff. But Nightmare Creatures is my Dark Souls. I just wish I can actually play this on my PlayStation 4 and live stream it for you guys. But yeah, the God of War games are amazing. I just wish they bring back the the original God of Wars, like God of War Ascension, God of War 1, God of War 2, Chains of Olympus, and Ghost of Sparta for the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. But I believe you can still play them, but you need a PlayStation Plus membership just to, stream them. Think of, you know, the Game Pass where you can just cloud play the games that you like that you cannot play, but you can still play them on the Xbox One, but you need a Game Pass and you cloud game them, cloud stream. I believe that's what the PlayStation Plus is too. There are some um, original games that you can actually buy on the PlayStation Plus, but there are the PlayStation 3 games, you have to cloud stream them. You cannot buy them, which is kind of suckish. But yeah, there's gonna be more God of War Ragnarok tomorrow. What time is? Okay, Thursday. Okay, good. There's gonna be more God of War. There's gonna be two more videos of God of War Ragnarok. I'm just gonna continue with the storyline and see what's gonna happen from there. Probably on my own time, I'll explore and get what I have missed and that stuff. But I don't know. We will see. I am thinking of redoing my Left 4 Dead 2 videos. Who knows? I have no idea. I'm still doing Doom 3 and um and I'm still gonna be doing Quake 4 for my channel. So look forward to those. Look forward to, more God of War Ragnarok. Like I said, I wish I can actually do the original God of Wars for you guys, but they're not on the PlayStation 4 or the PlayStation 5. Only way to play them is through the PlayStation Plus subscription. So, yeah. So, all that said, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. Like, subscribe, comment. I will see you guys next time. I hope I will see you guys on God of War Ragnarok. I want I'm doing my best to actually, entertain you guys, give you good content on the God of War Ragnarok. This is going to be my longest playthrough ever. I'm not kidding. This is going to be my longest what you call it? live stream ever for a game series. I already did the Lost Planet games. I really did. Lost Planet 1, Lost Planet 2, and Lost Planet 3. I already did all of the Lost Planets. I haven't done all of the Devil May Cry's, but I did Devil May Cry 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't do DMC Devil May Cry yet. I wish I did, but I didn't. I did 2 playthroughs of Bloodborne. I did all of not all of the Uncharted, but the ones that's on the PlayStation 4 right now. I did all of those. Uh, I did both of the Spider-Mans, the Marvel Spider-Mans. I did a lot of games, guys. Trust me, I did a lot of games. So if you guys want to go check those games out, go check them out. And if you have subscribed and you haven't, hit that bell icon on the bottom right next to the subscribe button, and you will be notified whenever I go live or I upload a video. So yeah, like I said, like, subscribe, comment. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining if you did. Jesse Ramirez, thank you for joining. Have a good night. And oh yeah, go check out his channel. Bye guys. Have a nice night. Thanks.